The next question comes from Manuel, and Manuel on Instagram asks, any time management tips? And I don't know, like I've always managed to get the most out of my day, but I've never really subscribed to, like there are always tips and tricks. Like there's something called the Pomodoro Technique, which is, I can't even remember what the technique is, but work for 20 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. And then the next 20 minutes, you'll be more productive because of that 5-minute break. And then do, rinse and repeat and just carry on. I've never been strict about that type of thing, but maybe I do that subconsciously anyway. I don't know how honest I should be here, but I recently got told off at work because sometimes I can be seen scrolling my phone every so often, too much. And that's, fair comment from them. I hold my hands up. I'm not debating that at all. But maybe I have this, this notion of grazing at work. So not being like really focused for hours on end and then take a break, I personally, the way that I like to work is work for a little bit, and then while the computer loads doing something, whether SolidWorks is thinking about something for a little bit, scroll on my phone, and that mental break lets me then go back into the work when it's finished loading, only 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. And then I can carry on working again. I'm not advocating for that. That sort of stuff will get you in trouble with your employer. But I think that this kind of Pomodoro technique of taking a break every now and again, that's like really allowed, I think, and that really helps. While I was in university, the thing that I found really helpful was power naps. So I read somewhere that NASA's astronauts recommend that a power nap should last 20 minutes and no longer, because after those 20 minutes, you start to fall into a deeper sleep. And, if we're talking about sleep cycles, you don't want to try and wake up from a deep sleep. So 20 minutes is just enough time for you to start to drift off and get rest, but then you wake up with an alarm more naturally. And then they recommend that you have a shot of coffee, not after the nap, but before the nap. And I still do this to this day, on weekends and stuff especially. So the shot of coffee is obviously going to wake you up, but the hit of the hit of caffeine isn't going to affect you, isn't going to kick in until 20 minutes time. So if you're having a coffee, the caffeine takes about 20 minutes to kick in. And then, you have your nap in that 20-minute period. The caffeine starts to kick in, your alarm goes off, and all of a sudden you're already awake and you can head on back to work. And while I was in university, working from my hall's dormitory just room, the bed was there, the desk was there. I'd go for a 20-minute nap, wake up, jump over to the desk and start work literally straight away. Like there's no waking up and roaming around feeling groggy. It was just instant. That's kind of been the same as what we're all doing, I guess, now in 2020 and 2021, working so close to where we sleep. So that's a long answer to say that I take power naps a lot. In terms of staying focused and in terms of like getting the most out of your day, I really like to fool my brain into thinking that I'm procrastinating and really fool my brain into thinking that I'm getting stuff done that I shouldn't need to. You know what I mean? Like there's something about procrastination that is a relaxing sort of like guilty pleasure that, you're relaxing when you shouldn't really be doing that. But what I do is I do some work that is adjacent to the work that I should be doing, right? So if I should be designing and I just end up procrastinating, doing something, I normally fill that time with something else that is still productive, but not really. So I still get the hit of, a guilty pleasure of procrastinating, but I'm actually getting stuff done. So an example of that would be YouTube, Instagram and YouTube, where I kind of turned that into a part-time job. And I get the sensation of if I'm watching YouTube, or if I'm making YouTube, or scrolling Instagram, or posting to Instagram, it's kind of this hit of guilty pleasure for not doing real work. But then I'm also getting stuff done, and I can take that forward, and it becomes a part-time job as well. So I think all of that is to say that you can just graze at work. So don't sit down and think that you have to really work, otherwise you won't get anything done. Take the pressure off, and graze, relax a little bit, work, relax a little bit. And then just, if you feel like you should be doing something else, or you feel like you want a bit of a break from your main work, think about what might be relaxing but also productive at the same time. That's what I do. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. How to get better at time management is to just nap. That's one of the answers. Sleep. How to get better at time management? Sleep. I think the bigger picture, larger picture here is allow yourself to relax and allow yourself to rest and be properly rested, so that you can then be more productive later on. I hope that's a good answer. I think I need to take that on board myself as well, because I'm always working these days. I'm working on my full-time job, and I'm working on YouTube, and I'm working on Instagram. I'm always working, so maybe I need to grant myself the allowance to rest as well. So thank you so much for all of your questions. Keep a lookout for the other questions that I post with the answers soon. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And if you learned anything in the video, do let me know down in the comments below, because I really enjoy hearing about it. And as always, I will see you all on the next video. Bye.